So this is Christin Cothran. We get to interview for Life 360 at St. Simon's today. Christin, tell us how you got to St. Simon's.
I was born in Episcopalian. That's all I've ever known my entire life, and I met my husband, who was born a Southern Baptist, and that's all he knew his whole life. So when we first got married, we really didn't do the church thing, but whenever we found out that we were pregnant with our daughter Piper, it was very important to me that we, put her back in a church environment, and so that's how we ended up coming here, and it just felt like home to me when I came, and we've been coming ever since.
So you grew up in the Blue Ridge Mountains. I
Yes,
heard.
ma'am.
Tell us a little bit about that and how that compares to life in the Sunshine State.
I think I will always appreciate the mountains every time I go. We just got back from going to Gatlinburg, so I got to be up there and see the green and, just the sounds and the smells and everything. I, of course, love the beach. That was always our vacation spot and everything, but now it's kind of coincidental that I vacation in the mountains. But I had a really great childhood. I played outside all the time, caught fireflies. I lived the dream. We played in the creek. I never had shoes on. My mom had to beg me to come inside at night, like it was a thing, like you have to go inside. And believe it or not, as girly as I am now, I was a huge tomboy. Like I did not wear pink, I didn't wear dresses, I couldn't stand, and that's when girls had to wear the big poofy sleeve dresses and pantyhose and all that. It was a thing, and I hated it, but it ended up being good.
And now you got your own little Pris Pie.
Yes.
Tell us about her.
She is a firecracker. She keeps us on our toes. She's personality galore, which is kind of funny because when she meets new people, sometimes she gets shy, but once she opens up to you, there's no calming her down at all. She's going into kindergarten this year, so she thinks that she's, a big kid, and then she's ready to take on the world.
And has that led to your career interests? What you've gotten to do with Piper is something you want to now do with other kids? Tell us about that.
My daughter has been attending Cross Point, and she did the VPK program there, and I've been asked the opportunity to be a teacher there this following year. I did some subbing this past year, and I loved it. And so now I'm going to be one of the preschool teachers. I'm going to be with the 3 to 4 year olds. And I'm really excited. I'm going to do it 3 days a week, and I get to be with them and just grow with them. And it's a great program. And, they teach them all about God, but they still get to have the fun and be a kid. So it's been great.
So balancing out that part of what you do with kids, you're working at the church in a new way in which you say you had no experience, but you've really dug in and dive in. Will you tell the parish really what you're doing as your main responsibility on the vestry this year?
I am serving as the junior warden, which brings lots of duties and titles and things that I was not necessarily prepared for, but I have been very grateful to everybody on the vestry with me for helping me, do my duties on a day-to-day basis. And we're over the building, and so that's meant all these repairs that's happened from Hurricane Sally and the outside stuff that we've had going on with the outdoor chapel. So it's been a project, to say the least, but it's been rewarding for sure.
So what good hope can you give the people to St. Simon's about the status of the church and the building repairs? Where are we? Where are we headed?
So Hurricane Sally stuff, we are completed with that. We have a few projects that we do want to finish up. We're working to do some painting of some rooms and stuff like that, and we are thrilled that the sheetrock's repaired and all the major damages that we had are taken care of. And if you haven't been outside to see the outdoor chapel, I encourage you to go out there and see it. It's beautiful, and it's coming along.
Thank you, Christin, mostly for doing that job as junior warden. You've done a great job, and you've really been willing to get outside of your comfort zone, and you did it for the people of St. Simon's.
Yes.
Thanks.